Now we are going to discuss your current career. And I want to ask you, first of all, how do you think musical theater is different today?
Musical theater is, of course, more diverse because of the styles of music. And they adhered more or less to this sort of what I call popular music styles when I was coming along. And we had some jazz, but very little of the new kind of contemporary styles.
Right.
Within the musical theater. And that's about the only thing I can say. And I do want to say this. If they were able to get it together, the producers usually tried to do a super extravaganza. They gathered a whole lot of money for one musical show. And they would put big names in, and big names for composing and writing. And then if it didn't take, they lost an awful lot of money. I don't think that the musical theater productions today use quite that much money, but they still have to have a lot.
Right.
But I don't think they go into it quite the way they did it in the earlier days.
So when you say popular music from your time in musical theater?
Yes. What should I say? Well, of course, I think of the productions which I was in, but I'm trying to think of some. Now, who wrote? Jerome Kern was used, and because he was showboat, I wasn't in anything like that. And that music is very tuneful, very kind of. You understand what I mean by popular?
Right.
Okay.
Like it resembles what's in popular culture at the time?
Right, right. Then, of course, they had the Porgy and Bess. And that was supposed to have been an opera, because not very little of it is spoken, but there is spoken dialogue. And it took on a popular vein. There was some basis of jazz in it, because Gershwin had had a basic training in Tin Pan Alley, and into his background, of course, and it influenced his compositions a great deal. The style of composition. Then, let me see, what else? I'm thinking of Carousel. I'm trying to remember who wrote it. Thing like Carousel, which, of course, again is the popular vein. We had all the musicals by Richard Rodgers, and he had a style that was popular music, what we called popular. Tune that you could hum and hum it back. You know, you understand what I mean?
Right. And what genre do you think Carousel resembled the most?
The same thing.
Jazz as well?
No. This was a popular tune that you could sing, and then When I Walk Through the Storm, Hold Your Head Up High. What's the title of that? And Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Can't get the title. But anyway, it's
Did you hear rock and roll influences as well?
Some. As the time went on, you got more.
Like Jesus Christ Superstar.
That's right. That came in. And today you have all kinds of diversity. You understand? You get everything, including hip hop.
Right.
Yes. So I did one thing which was known to have been an innovator, and I was not in it in the beginning, and that was U.B. Blake's, and he was a jazz person. U.B. Blake's Shuffle Along.
Right.
And I was in small scenes of it in the beginning because we raised money for the production to come on Broadway. That was a innovative thing for me because I had not done too much jazz.
Right.
And he knew it, so that he wrote songs like I'm Just Wild About Harry. That was supposed to have been just a popular tune with a little beat to it.
Right.
And that had been produced, I think, in 1922. I'm not sure about the date. But anyway, it stayed on Broadway for almost 2 years. It became an item.
Which is a long time for Broadway.
Right. And then they tried to bring it back. And he had to have a singer who could do something that was simple like that, but who had a voice that would sell it.
Right.
So that's when I got involved. And he carried, he and Noble Sissel set up these, with an agent, set up these auditions in various places. We went to the home of the owner of Shenley Liquors. I'll never forget it because it was a huge estate. And we auditioned in front of his friends. And we put on scenes, Laverne Hutchinson and myself.
So were the musical scores based off popular music more easy to sing?
Yes.
They weren't as difficult as opera?
No, definitely not. And you could walk away humming the tune.
Right.